What's up, everybody, man? I got welcome to the fucking show. Changing the name, changing the brand, Conspiracy Corner with Jeff Hagy. And I got, as always, in the chat with me is TCB and T. What's up, guys? How you all doing tonight, man?
Doing very well. How you doing today, buddy?
T, what's up, man?
Not too bad. Just sitting here. I may be having potato issues tonight, just so everyone knows.
It's all good, man. It's all good. If you got potato issues, it's fucking fine. But wanted to tell everybody, bringing back this Discord piece and let y'all know that, we got Discord back up in this bitch. If y'all want to talk to us, come up in the Discord, man, and get up in the waiting list, and we'll bring you all in. And what we wanted to get on about tonight was conspiracy shit, like always. And we were talking offline about some JFK shit, about some alien shit, and I don't know, Scott, what the fuck, man? What were you saying earlier about some fucking some shit? I don't even know, I'm fucking drunk, but you were saying some shit, and I'm like, oh, I'll save that for the show. But go ahead, man.
What, the JFK Bush Senior and Junior with
about Bush doing 9/11, and you said no, the Bush is. What would
the Bushes, definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, what about the Bushes about 9/11 were you talking about, man?
Well, I don't think they actually did it, but they were complicit. They were part of it.
I don't want to say they did it, but they were involved. And I agree with that 100%. Like, they were involved. There's no doubt about that. They were involved. But what do you mean when you say that they're involved? Hit me with it, Scott. Let me hear your shit. Hit me with it.
Oh, well, I thought you'd... Yeah. I mean, there's so much evidence to prove that they were complicit. I mean, especially Senior, man. He's been involved in every single fucking false flag that's been out there. So obviously he's going to be involved in 9/11. Like, it was just a big show.
Michael, thank you, man. Let me start off the night right. I'm hanging on to a fucking penny, though. Dude, if you can't afford to donate to the show, then don't donate to the show. If you can afford it, then please do. Let me ask you something, Scott T, that got you guys here. And before we fucking get going and talking bullshit, I want to thank Sammy Powers Gaming for setting all this fucking shit up, man. We did some work. We did work, son. So if you ain't subbed or follow Sammy Power Gaming, check him out. But anyway, what I wanted to ask you, dude, is like I saw some shit that now that the old man Bush died, they're saying like, well, they should release all the info on the Kennedy assassination, and I'm like, what's that got to do with Bush Senior? Dude, I didn't know that he was part of the fucking CIA. Like, I didn't know that. Did you?
Dude, he ran the bitch, man. He ran it, man.
I didn't know that, man. I didn't know.
Fucking guy.
Are you gonna
Neither
sue
did
me?
He's one of the biggest. He was one of the biggest fucking government drug dealers out there. He was part of
I
the
didn't know
Contra,
that.
and he blamed that all on Freeway Ricky.
Now,
he's
I knew he was involved in the Panama Noriega shit. I knew that because Christmas of 1989. I remember. Let me tell you guys a story real quick before we get going. I remember Christmas of 1989. We had to have a Christmas party. What's up, Anthony, Edward, everybody? Love you guys. We had our Christmas party of 1989 at my grandmother's house, and I was 10 years old. And the reason we did it on Christmas Eve is because on Christmas Day, my dad was leaving for Panama. And I didn't understand the politics back then. I didn't understand all that shit. But my dad told me I have to go tomorrow and get this Noriega guy. I didn't understand what the fuck that meant. I was 10 years old. I didn't know what that meant. They were leaving on Christmas Day to go get Noriega. Is that the right guy? Right? Noriega, right? That was the Panama guy? I'm correct?
correct.
Okay. So Christmas Eve, we're all at my grandmother's house, and he surrendered. Yeah, he surrendered because he cut a deal with the CIA, who he was working with the whole time. And then my dad got a phone call, and he's like, oh, I don't got to go now. Everything's over. And I'm 10 years old. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But, yeah, so I'm just saying, man, this shit is corrupt. But anyway, Scott, as you were saying, go ahead, man.
The Bushes have such... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, as you were about the oil corruption of the Bushes in 9/11, and a lot of people don't know that when 9/11 happened, the whole fucking country's airspace was shut down. But there were a few flights that were allowed to leave the country on that day, and they were the Bin Laden family. And that's 100% true. You can look it up. It's confirmed true. Now, if we thought Bin Laden blew up our towers, why would we allow his family to leave the country? But anyway, we can get into that. But Scott, go ahead.
You look at the whole history of the Bush family. I mean, it goes all the way back to Preston Bush, that the fucking father, fucking Nazi, man. Like, he was a sympathizer. He brought all these guys back. He was part of the Project Paperclip, which I'm sure most of you guys probably know what that is, but that's where they took all the smart Germans and scientists and brought them back to the States. And that's the reason why we have rockets and shit from that fucking German dude, Werner Braun bullshitter. I don't know his last name.
You know,
Braun,
I would like to buy into all this, but it makes me question shit, man. It just makes me question shit, because it's like, if this is what the government is doing to us, then like, what the fuck, man? It's scary, because like, the government tells you one thing and we hear another. It's fucked up. Like, in World War II, all of the Nazi tanks were built by Ford. Henry Ford was a Nazi sympathizer, and that's 100% fact. All the Nazi tanks, everything they had, was built by Ford. And the corruption of the United States government is fucked up. Now, I don't know how it is in Canada, T and Scott. You all live there. I don't. But the corruption I see here every day is fucked up, guys. But continue, man. Continue. I want to hear what you have to say.
Well, I mean, back then, I mean, Canada just kind of like went along with things. They're like, oh, our big brother, the States, is going to get involved in this. And then, of course, England was involved. So we are obligated to get involved, because that's, the Queen. We have the fucking Queen on our money, for fuck's sakes. But the First World War was all fucking false flag. The Second World War, false flag. I mean, they knew the Japanese were going to attack. They knew, just like they knew 9/11 was coming, and just like they all fucking, this is all being false flag setup, man, because war is such a huge, profitable thing. I mean, Kennedy had so many reasons to die. The biggest one was the industrial complex, the military industrial complex. He wanted to get out of Vietnam. He wanted to disband the CIA. He wanted to get rid of the Federal Reserve. He wanted to he wanted to get rid of the Hoover guy and FBI. He wanted to get rid of him. You know, he fired the general. He fired this other guy. And these are all the motherfuckers that were part of the Warren Commission after they fucking murdered him and blamed it on Oswald.
Let me ask you this, though. Now that everybody is gone from the Warren Commission, I honestly did not know Bush was involved, Scott. I did not know that. Did you? And Scott, don't lie, motherfucker. Did you know that Bush was involved in that? Did you know that?
Recently, like 2 weeks, or sorry, a week ago when I sent you that Dark Legacy, Bush Senior and then Junior.
That's when I found out. That's when I found out.
Yeah, because Bush was part of JFK, and then Bush Junior was part of Junior.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
And that was to get into the club. That was to get into this, to have a seat at the table with all the powerful fucking 13 family members, and fucking be the puppet masters of the world and the media.
The thing everything is, though, these are all facts right now. I didn't know this, but it's all true. And George Bush Sr., HW, who just passed away, when they questioned him about this, he said, "Oh, that must be somebody else named George Bush." No, get the fuck out of here. He said that.
Someone also has a dad named Preston who was a Nazi sympathizer.
Oh, it makes me sad because I watched the whole documentary. Sad. I watched the whole documentary on this, and it's like, man, this is what our government, we as Americans have a right to sit there and stand up. And this is our own government doing this to us. Now,
they didn't. Sorry. Go ahead. They
They
did not want the Kennedys to be involved. They fucking took out JFK. They took out Bobby. They made fucking Teddy look like a fucking drunken idiot who flipped the car upside down.
Whoa. When you say they, who is they?
They, as in like anybody who was involved that wanted to control the narrative. Like Kennedy,
the Illuminati. When you say they,
well, I mean, you could call it the Illuminati. You could call it whatever you want, man. But it's people behind the curtain, the fucking wizard, the guy behind the Wizard of Oz. You know that guy controlling shit.
Who?
We got the Rockefellers. We got the fucking Bushes. We got the fucking all the oil tycoons back then. Hold on, let me pull up the fucking 13 family names.
So what you're telling me is Obama wasn't supposed to win the election? It was supposed to.
Obama was placed in there to fucking put in a smokescreen, and now they got Trump. And I still am on the fence about Trump. I'm not too sure. I have no idea.
I think Trump was sent to save the world, man. I think Trump was sent to save the world and cut the
because there's this movie out now that is apparently a true story where God, Trump is God's chosen one to save the land type thing.
But do you know?
But again, that could be all smoke screens.
Before that, it was Clinton Bush. So how you going to have, 30 years of Clinton Bush? T, what's your opinion on all this fucking shit?
It's all just fucked.
It's all just fucked. That's all you got to say? It's all just fucked?
Oh,
All right, T's having massive potato problems tonight. And T said that he had to get like a wireless card or something, so that's why he's cutting out hardcore. I don't get it, but T, your mic is just fucked up, man.
But damn, that sucked.
No, you sound good, you sound bad, you sound good, you sound bad. I don't know. Check your potato, I guess.
Potatoes.
Okay, so we have the Astor, the Bundys, the Collins, the DuPont, the Freeman, the Kennedys, Onassis, Reynolds, Rockefeller, Rothschild, Russell, Van Doom, Bush. Like, these are all very powerful bloodlines. And they all have the ritual where they have to fucking bow down. Like every celebrity out there, every music star out there, any fucking celebrity that's on TV and says it's gravy, that means they've been fucking gangbang, fucked in the ass, had to fucking do a bunch of shit to get ahead in the game. And there is evidence of all this shit. But anybody that comes out and fucking tries to say it, like poor Corey Feldman comes out and says, "Oh, I was fucking raped and this guy and that guy." They don't do anything. But then, Bill Cosby put a fucking pill in my drink. Now they put him in prison. Like, everything is so fucked up, and there's so much shit going on, guys. You don't even know.
Before Scott gets too mad and too upset, I want to thank Anthony for the donation. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. If you got potatoes, I'll make French fries. Thank you, bro. We're gonna go to the calls. I see we have a few callers, but they're all fucking muted. So, callers, unmute, and I'll bring you in. Mandela effect. That'll be a topic we'll discuss later. Jonathan, you are next. Jonathan, unmute your shit and talk to us. You're live. Welcome to the program, Jonathan. If you have something to say, but you're muted, so I'm gonna kick you out.
I thought Buddy was taking care of
that. Yeah, Sammy, handle that, man. Anyway, continue. Here's my question, Scott. And T is having some potato problems right now, but no big deal. He can come in when he comes in. But anyway, here's my problem with the whole situation. What do you press on the app to call in? Nothing. Just download it and get in the waiting list, and I'll bring you in. What the fuck was my question? All right. Growing up, Scott, my dad was big on conspiracy theories, aliens, UFOs, and shit, and I kind of just adapted to that. So what we were talking about is with Kennedy being shot, you don't think that the mafia had nothing to do with that? You think it was like, I don't know which way you're leaning, Scott. Like you're toward like a New World Order type shit, or where are you leaning toward? I just don't know.
You don't understand, Matt. Hey, you do not understand. They are all a part of it.
Who?
All of them.
Who?
This is why the mafia was allowed to do what they were allowed to do, because they fucking bowed down to all those guys too, and they were allowed to conduct their businesses. And then when they brought Kennedy in and got what's his name, Bobby in there, who wanted to disband the mafia and expose them, that pissed them off, because the mafia was the reason why JFK got the presidency, because Illinois was on the fence.
I understand, and that's what I'm saying, but. Okay, they killed Kennedy. What did Bobby have to do with that, though?
With Bobby? What do you mean?
What did Bobby Kennedy have to do with that? Because they
with his brother getting killed or him getting killed?
His brother.
With his brother? Well, he was an advisor to him, right?
Okay, but they killed.
But the reason why they killed Bobby, because they didn't want another Kennedy as a president, because they knew if they came in and tried to change things, which Bush is trying to do, it's not going to jive. So I would not be surprised if they try and assassinate Bush, or not Bush, sorry, Trump.
Oh wow,
not Bush,
dude.
Trump.
Wow.
Let me because they don't want the change. They don't want change, man.
Let me bring a caller in here, Jonathan. You're live. Jonathan, you're live on the air. What do you got to say about all this, man? Unmute yourself and talk to us, or I'm gonna kick you out again. Got motherfuckers in the waiting list don't want to talk. Anthony. What's up, man? Oh, he's muted too. All right. I'm not going to bring nobody else in until they're unmuted. It makes sense to me, Scott. What I'm getting at to you is New World Order. Do you believe in the New World Order bullshit? Like, do you believe in all that shit, man? Because I think it's
fucking rights. I do.
I think it's
everybody thinks it's called like the Illuminati type thing, but there's just so much more to it. Like all the presidents that have been since Kennedy have been placed. Did you know that Prescott Bush was really good friends with Richard Nixon? But see, Nixon lost to Kennedy, so they're like, okay, well, we'll get you in after Johnson, because Johnson is another motherfucker who was complicit and knew the shit was going down.
So you're saying
because he had a lot to gain.
So what you're telling me is Obama was placed? You're telling me that?
Of course he was. His real name is something Soros. One sec here. Barry Soros, and his dad was a communist. And yeah, man, he's placed. Man, this is all a big fucking smoke screen.
I knew Obama's real name, but you're telling me that he was installed too. Like, who installed him, man? But
I believe that every president has been picked up to now is part of the whole plan.
So Trump was installed too?
Well, when Trump fucking attacked Syria, and even Alex Jones came out and he was like, "What the fuck?"
Right in the beginning.
But then again, I think Alex Jones. I think Alex Jones is installed too. I have no, but this is like.
T, I need
Like,
T. I need you, T. I need your input, man. T, is your mic good or not?
I don't know
you know,
how
it's
this
like a
sounding.
50-50 thing, man. It's
You sound T. You sound all right to me. I don't know. Go ahead. T.
I don't. It seems to work. But hey, where were we now? I fuck. I got distracted with the mic.
So you sound fine, man. He's trying to say that like see, you guys are both in Canada though. You guys can't really fuck with my complications here because you guys are in Canada. So if you're saying that somebody was installed, how does it affect you guys? You see what I'm
Are
saying?
you fucking kidding me? Our fucking prime minister is fucking the son of Fidel Castro. Fuck's sakes,
What?
man. Like,
Are you
yes,
serious?
I'm fucking dead serious, man.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that the Prime Minister of Canada is the son of Fidel Castro?
The bastard's son. Yep, look it up.
Nah, dude. Are you serious?
Look it up. Look it up, man. Guys, I'm not fucking lying here. I know. I've done research. I do my fucking research. I don't just fucking come
I think I've
half-cocked.
heard of that actually.
His mom was dating or was a mistress, Fidel Castro. This is all a fucking smokescreen. It don't matter if you're Canadian, American, fucking in Britain, Europe. We're all being fucked, guys. It's all to fucking make money for the big wigs, the big people behind the whole show. They want war. They want death. They want to fucking take our population down to 500 million and just be the masters of the world.
Scott, calm down, Scott. Calm down. You're talking 500 million worldwide or Canada?
Yes, worldwide.
Dude, Scott. When you say 500 million, okay, do you realize there's 7 billion people on the planet?
Yep.
Okay, so you're trying to tell me they want to bring it down to 500 million? Scott, that's 6
movies. They hint it everywhere in movies. Look at that.
Scott, that's 6.5 billion deaths, Scott.
Correct. And you know what's going to happen?
Okay,
they're all going to go in their little bunkers.
Scott, how do you do that? How do you eliminate 6.5 billion people? Billion. How do you do that,
Well,
Scott?
Okay. Well, for instance, you know, they're building all these fancy bunkers for the rich and these huge mass storage places. All right. So they're gonna create a false flag nuclear war, and whoever's fucking alive that once they come out of that shit, you know, that's it, man. Like I'm telling you, man, this is not.
That is fucking.
This is
scary,
not,
dude. That is fucking.
It is very scary. Very scary.
A false.
I can't even see what everybody's saying.
How do you false flag? Like, okay, the Vegas shootings, false flag. The Newton school shootings, false flag. All right, Columbine, false flag. I agree. How do you false flag a nuclear fallout, Scott? How do you do that?
Because what happens is they're going to create something that makes the America attack, or Russia attack, or China attack, or Iran. And I believe what's going to happen is Iran is going to sneak into the United States with planes that look like normal airliners, which will be have nuclear bombs on them.
Wow, dude, you are honestly scaring me, man. You are really scaring me. Because I'll tell you why. Because 9/11. If you think that commercial airplanes hit the towers, 9/11.
No, that was bullshit. It was a missile.
No, it never happened. It never happened.
No, never happened.
If you think, okay, let me ask you this: where did the people go, Scott? Where did those people go from those flights? So
probably all executed.
Really, man? You honestly think that, man?
Well, think about it. They're going to kill, what, 3,000 people to start a war. You don't think they're going to kill those airliner people?
Dude,
there was not one person in New York that has actual factual video of planes hitting the towers. Every person that had a video of it.
There's no video at all.
Every person that had video of it is connected with this whole thing. The news is all connected.
The most secure building in the world. There's no video. There's none. Now, there was no aircraft parts found either. The most secure building in the world, and we can't prove that a
false flag, bro. Just like they did with fucking Pearl Harbor, false flag.
All right.
This is how
Well,
this is
listen,
it's gone back. This is how they start wars, and they're gonna do it again. Look what happened with Trump attacking Syria, right? Now there's problems with Iran. Fucking Russia's fucking pissed off. Like I'm telling you, man. Like there's gonna be some serious shit going down.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go make a drink. T, I don't know how good your potato is, but you guys handle for a minute, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys.
Well, I gotta see what the chat's saying here.
All right. Well, talk to the chat. I'll be right back.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
What did I miss? I'm fucking drunk. What did I miss? What's up,
Well,
guys?
you muted it. You muted, so the whole thing muted.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh,
Yeah.
you muted everybody.
Oh, I muted myself, fucking retards. My bad.
Peggy.
Nobody left, but I'm sorry about that. Hagy muted the stream, so... Oh, fuck, man. That's not my fault. That's Sammy Powers' fault, so blame him. And everybody in the chat tells Sammy he's a piece of shit. That's his fault.
All right, so we can probably take callers because Sammy apparently fixed the permission problem. So
Yo,
let's get
I
some
didn't
people
know,
in
man.
here.
I'm sorry, guys. Who do we have here?
Oh,
Oh,
good.
my boy John's here. John, what up, man? Well, fuck you then, bitch.
You hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Scott, give it to me for old time's sake, my brother.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Apparently, I'm loud now and you're quiet. What
I
the
don't
fuck?
give a
Scott's
fuck, man.
audio's super loud.
We were just...
Okay, so
Tonight's goal was to test the OBS and to test the Discord. I don't give two fucks. If we sound like shit, that's great. Because you know what? I got my boy Sammy Powers handling everything. Tomorrow's going to be 100 times better. And, oh, by the way, next week, I got Kid Behind the Camera coming on the show next Friday. So that'll be cool. He wants to talk ghost stories with us. We're going to have a good old fucking time. So that'll be 500 fucking people here. But tonight was pretty much teased potatoes fucked up. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but we're not done yet. Are you kidding me, man?
No, I'm not done at all. I'm not done at all. I'm just saying. I don't know what I'm doing.
So Haggy, tell me what you thought was going on. Like, obviously, you knew the JFK 9/11 thing was fucking conspiracy, but
Here's the
you
deal.
sound really surprised about Hillary being a fucking pedophile with John Podesta, Pizzagate, fucking raping kids.
I didn't hear none of that. I didn't hear none of that at
Oh.
all. But
Okay.
well, we got John here. John, what's up, man?
So much, man. How you doing?
I'm good, bro. What's your take on all this fucking shit? I wasn't. Hold on now. Don't sit on. I wasn't done, Scott. I was just saying. Tonight was like a test stream of the masses, and everything's going great. I didn't know if I muted myself that the show was over. I didn't know that. Sammy fucked something up, so I'm gonna have to go to his house, fuck his ass, make him humble. And I see my Irish jabroni Lee Silver here. The top of the morning to you. Now, it ain't top of the fucking morning at all, bitch. It's fucking 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. It ain't no morning time. Anthony in this house. Hey, I'll bring you in. What's up, man? I'm glad to see all these motherfuckers here. That's all. So, Jonathan Drawings. By the way, check him out. Fuck Jonathan Drawings. Check him out on YouTube anyway. Big time jabroni. But Scott on some fucking real shit. And whatever, man. I'm fucking drunk. Scott, handle the show. I'm fucked up.
Holy crap. We went from Bush to 9/11 to all this. But I don't know, guys. Like, I use YouTube to not just look at funny videos, but to look at some shit that other people that think what I think, and it all makes sense. And there's evidence to all of it. And the world that we think that we live in is completely fucking false.
A lot of the shit, Scott. When we were talking flat Earth shit last time, dude, like, people were getting mad at you. And I'm like, why are you getting so mad at Scott for? Like, here's the deal. I don't think the Earth is flat. But what I'm saying is, prove to me it's not. Nobody has done that. Nobody has proved that the world is fucking round. Nobody has done that. Well, NASA showed these pictures. That don't make it fucking so. I can show a picture of Scott having sex with a horse. Am I correct, Scott? That don't make it true. That don't make it fucking true.
Right.
You know, and I think NASA's bullshit. And now we're on this topic.
Did you see fucking NASA's new picture where they showed
I did, man.
supposed
and I laughed. I laughed.
Black side of the dark side of the moon? Buddy was just like, what the like.
And I laughed about it. I'm like, oh, here we go. Well, where can I find the waiting list? Click on motherfucking waiting list, god damn it, and we'll bring you in. But while we got John here, John, what's going on, bro? Good to hear from you, man.
Good to hear from you too, man. Hope all is well with you.
Dude, what do you think about all this fucking conspiracy 9/11 shit, dude? I don't know how old you are. You're what, 22?
I'm 22. I'm I was like 5, 6 years old when 9/11 happened. I mean,
So
I've
what,
seen a lot of I've seen a lot of conspiracy theories about it. Like, for one, the plane crashes into the fucking tower. How is it that it's able to collapse? You're supposed to, when a building collapses, it's from the bottom.
what I'm
The
saying
bottom.
is, man, there were so many financial records that they wanted to destroy. Now,
Had
what,
nothing. No. Building 7
one of the
was the reason why
towers,
they did.
one of the towers wasn't even touched, and it fell to fuck down. Explain that one to me, man.
Okay, Building 7 was pre fucking whatever you want to call it. They fucking rigged it when they fucking built it because it had all
They
this
were all like
this
that, Scott.
classified shit in
They
it.
were all like that.
No, no, I don't think that the Twin Towers were like that. I don't think so.
You're telling me
But
they weren't rigged with explosives? They just fell on their
no,
own?
no. I'm saying when they were built, like Building 7 was like, hey, this is gonna be our classified whenever we need to get the fuck out type building, fucking blow it up. Because you honestly think that they could just rig that building that day and then just pull it?
They
No,
didn't
man,
do it that
not
day.
at all.
They didn't do it that day.
No, I know they didn't do it that day.
This took weeks. But if you're telling me that the government wasn't involved, you're smoking that crack. If you're telling
Never
me,
said that.
all right, then what are you fucking saying, man?
I never said that one bit.
Well, then tell me what you're
Okay,
saying.
what okay, it goes all the way back to when Buddy apparently blew up that Oklahoma City bombing place. Whoever that fucking
That was
Timothy McVeigh.
McVeigh.
All right.
Thank you, Outdoor Films.
And then what-
Appreciate it.
What happened after that, Haggy? Who fucking that Gray Davinian? Sorry guys, I've been drinking, but the David Koresh.
Oh, the
that whole
Davinian
wacko
compound,
thing
The Davinian compound
goes
in
from
Waco,
that.
Texas. Go ahead.
All right, pisses people off. Now it goes to fucking 9/11.
What does the Davinian compound have to do with 9/11, Scott?
Because it's all governmental setup bullshit.
Well, it all is, man. It all is.
Like, I'm not saying like Bush was like, yeah, like I think that he kind of thought something was gonna happen, because what happened with Bush Jr. is like, man, this motherfucker's dumb as fuck. So we're gonna put in Cheney with him, who was the real dude behind all the fucking
Christ.
mass murder and fucking crap.
Let me ask you this, and I agree with you, because all the shit we did to Iraq, we started the war, we annihilated their fucking city. Scott, who got the contract to rebuild all that? Scott? Cheney.
Cheney, yeah. So everybody's like, hey, George Sr., we need your son. Okay, this is what we need your son to do. Okay, we're gonna put in Cheney. All right, he's gonna call the shots, and then Bush is just gonna be the stand-in there.
Interrupt again. I'm not saying you're wrong, but you keep talking in this perspective of, here's what we need you to do. Here's what we want you to do. Who is we, Scott? Who is we?
I mean,
please explain to me who
everybody
we is.
wants to know who we is.
Yeah,
everybody
well, you
wants to
tell
know who
me.
the we is.
That's why
all those
brought you on to the
motherfuckers
show.
that put them fucking capes on and shit, and they
So-
bow down
so
in the
you're back-
Bohemian
so you're
Grove
back- so you-
and
so
chant,
the
and they
Illuminati.
fuck each other in the
Illuminati.
ass, and they
The
touch each
Illuminati.
other's
The
penises, they
Illuminati.
fuck little kids.
So who?
Yes.
Who? The Illuminati. The Illuminati.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're
Who?
So the Illuminati.
Yes.
So you're on a new world order right now, is where you're at. The Illuminati, right? That's where you're at.
It's a long game. Yes, it's a long fucking
correct
game
me
for
if
them.
I'm wrong. And I'm not arguing with you, dude. I'm trying to understand you. So you're telling me, as far as I see, what I'm saying is, there is a one world order, there is a one world nation, and there is a one world power behind everything called the Illuminati. And that's what you're telling me, correct?
Correct. Yeah, but we don't really know it yet.
We
like
do
they're
know it.
slowly
We
putting
do
in
know
front
it.
of our faces.
Oh, goddamn. We do know it, though, Scott. How can you not see it? We do know it, though.
Yeah, we know it, but the masses don't. The masses still think, oh,
That's
everything
what
that we see on the news
That's what we're
is real.
here for. That's what we're here for, though. A new world order. Jonathan, what's your opinion on this, man?
It's very fucking complicated. Like, it sounds really weird. Like, a lot of this stuff just doesn't seem to make sense, though.
Then, Jonathan, go and look it up. Like, I'm not saying, guys, like, you can have your opinion, but if you've never actually done the research and just listen to what we've been told, then how can you debate it?
It's scary
You know?
because
Yeah, it is scary.
you're not
It's
taught,
very scary.
You're not taught this shit in school.
Of course not.
You're not.
Taught-
We were taught that Christopher Columbus was the first dude that fucking discovered North America, and that was completely false.
Oh, that's false as hell. That's false as fuck.
There are tribes in history that's been completely wiped out that we don't even know about that happened, and like everything that happened with the Mayans and the huge 40 million people just eradicated, taken out of history, not even mentioned. And I found that out when I looked at this Netflix special by that Dave Lagumio. He was in what's that show? That movie called?
Well, let me tell you something. I've been watching this conspiracy shit on Netflix, man, because I find it interesting. Is it real? I ain't talked to him in a minute, dude. Is it real? What's up, bro?
Wow.
And
What's up? Is it real?
Whoever I forgot, man. Outdoor Films. Is it real? What's up, man? Yo, good to see you.
Man, he was like one of the original gangsters when he gets Jugger.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was one of the originals, man. He was one of the originals. But good, dude. Good to see you here. Is it real? What I'm saying is, dude. Here's the deal. When 9/11 happened, okay, I'm not saying 9/11 was fabricated. It definitely wasn't fake. It did happen. Where did all the fucking people go that were involved? Okay, if these planes hit the towers, they definitely did. They definitely did hit the towers. Where are
No, they didn't.
They did. They did.
No, they
Adrian,
didn't.
thank you. Where Scott? You can see the planes hit the towers. I'm not.
Yeah,
saying,
that's what we saw on TV.
Okay, and TV can fool you. TV can
Yes,
fool
the
you.
news. Yep, we saw it on. I sent you a video of all the news channels showing different times of days,
I put it on Twitter.
orbs and shit.
Where are
yeah.
all these people at, though? The missing people. Where are they all at, man?
Dead.
Who killed them?
I don't know. They probably took them down to that hangar and killed them.
Do you know how big of a conspiracy you would have to have? Let's go to the phones, man. Let's go to the phones. Billy, you're gonna come on. Billy, you're coming on right now, man.
What?
Billy, what's up? He went. Billy, what's up, man? What's your opinions on this?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh,
doing,
it's
man?
this
Welcome.
fucking Jeff tutorials.
I'm doing well. It's nice to speak to you again.
Oh,
Jeff!
fuck you dirty
Jeff,
little
what's
Jewish
up, man?
fuck.
How's it going?
Are you enjoying your menorah bullshit fucking day? Huh? Your 8 days of bullshit?
Here's the deal, dude. Why do you make fake accounts, man? Jesus Christ, dude.
Jeff is sticking up right now because his ancestors have been behind this whole fucking bullshit show that we were part of.
I'm fucking tripping, dude. I'm fucking tripping.
Did your rabbi tell you to come on here and speak up?
I picked a random guy out of the fucking chat and it's fucking tutorial.
How's GTA, Jeff? You like doing GTA? He had to move to a new game, fucking that Red Redemption
and he still
bullshit.
Can't get no views. And he still can't get no views. All right, hold up. PG-13, man. PG-13. What's happening, man? What's your opinion on all this bullshit? You got 2 seconds to talk, PG.
Fuck.
What's up, man?
He's fucked. Okay, I know I sound all half-cocked and just like, whoa, Scott's going tinfoil hat mode, right?
No,
okay,
it's all
but
good. It's all good, bro. I didn't know. Dude,
guys, what we're gonna do? What we're gonna
know?
do is we're gonna show video clips, all right, and then we'll debate so
that's
everybody
coming.
can see it.
That's coming
down
next
the road,
time.
all right?
Like I said,
because I don't just wake up and say, "Oh, big dome, let's make up some bullshit."
Like I said,
you know,
dude, this was all a test. This whole show tonight was a test, and everything's working great. Everything is great, and I appreciate you all for being here. Now, when I brought quote unquote Billy in, I didn't know that was Jeff. Scott did, so I think Scott and Jeff got something going on that they're in cahoots,
Yeah.
and I'm about to kick Scott off the show.
He's like,
Because
fuck TCB. We are the chosen one. How dare you say that we were a part of this?
I think Tesla Boy is Scott's son in real life. I really do. Now,
Oh, if there's any Jewish people out there, I ain't hating. I'm not hating, but if you take a look at the history of all the bullshit that's gone on,
all right,
they're all
whatever.
connected.
I'm gonna bring Anthony up in this bitch. Anthony, go ahead. Go ahead.
What's up,
Chief,
Anthony?
go ahead. All right, let me move John. John, we'll talk to you again, man.
Hey, man.
All right, bro. We're having issues tonight. Like, I don't know why. I don't know how people are being able to move themselves into the host chat.
Yeah, I thought Sammy was because Sammy said he was going to move people in when he tested them out.
I messaged him and I'm like, dude, people are just being able to move themselves into the host chat. I don't like that. So Anthony.
No, I think he's moving them in there.
No, he's not. He knows better than
Oh, he's
that.
not?
No, he's not. Anthony, what's your thoughts on this, Anthony? Go ahead, man.
Hey,
Is that fucking Carrie?
Carrie who?
Oh, sorry, no. Sorry, I thought I muted.
Anthony, what's up, bro?
Hey, man, what's up?
No, I'm curious. What do you think about this 9/11 shit, dude?
Yeah, I think it was rigged. Obviously.
All right, when you say rigged, explain that to me, please.
I mean, the government set it up.
Thank you. Now, tell me why. And look, whatever you say, I may disagree with you, and that don't mean I hate you. You're one of my main homies. When you say it was rigged, I agree 100%, but my definition of rigged may vary from your definition of rigged. So, when you say it was set up, hit me with some shit. Anthony. Hit me with some fucking shit, Anthony.
Oh, I'll hit you with some shit. I just need to grab something from the dirt.
Anthony, hit me with some shit.
What up, Anthony?
All right.
How you doing, buddy?
I think someone from the... I don't want to point out names, but I think someone from the CIA...
Whoa. No. I want to hear names. If you're going to...
Same motherfuckers that did JFK.
Shut the fuck up, everybody. Anthony.
Well, I don't know any names.
No. Drop names, Anthony. Drop names. If you don't want to drop names, at least drop offices. You can say CIA. Here's the thing, Anthony. If you got black helicopters above your house tomorrow, Anthony, it was nice knowing you, man. It really was.
Yeah, it was nice knowing you too, bro.
But go ahead.
I personally think it was the CIA who rigged it. They decided to hijack.
It was.
Yeah, I think they decided to rig it up decide to hijack the plane and crash into the World Trade Center and cause...
Oh my God, is that fucking scary?
No,
man. That is
Anthony. There was no
that's
planes.
fucking scary. There was. We saw the planes hit, Scott. We saw the planes hit.
Hey, were you in New York looking up, seeing that fucking plane? No, man. Everybody that they talked to that was there.
I was, though. I was. Okay, I wasn't, but...
No, I was 4 years old when it happened.
I was 22.
Are...
Let me tell you something. Hold on. Okay, what is the biggest lie that can happen in this country is because we saw it on TV, correct? You saw it.
Correct.
How do you know what happened? I saw it on TV. But for you to tell me there was no planes, Scott, I just don't buy it. I don't buy it, man. I don't buy it. If you tell me there was no planes, I don't fucking buy it, man. There was planes. But where did all the people go is what I'm saying. Where are all the people? And you're telling me they were executed, Scott? Oh, man, This is getting fucking deep now.
Television has been used as a weapon. Okay, guys? I will fucking post a link to a video. You guys can watch it. And you can see for yourself, man. Like, they have the original videos of nothing hitting the World Trade Center, but something that looked like miss.
All right, Zeke, now's your time to shine. Hang on. Zeke, welcome to the program. Zeke, go ahead.
Yo, what's up, Hagy?
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm doing good. Like, you know how Scott said that crazy, like, 6.5 million people billion people are gonna die?
Yeah.
Remember when a couple months ago in Hawaii, when that nuclear bomb thing went off on everyone's phone?
No. The message that we got from the White House.
Exactly. It's a precursor. They're fucking making sure things are working.
Hold on, Scott. Let him talk. So, are you talking about the message we all got about government bullshit? Test whatever. That we're talking about?
No. In Hawaii, they got messages on their phone saying nuclear bombs incoming.
I don't know about that. No, I'm sorry. I don't know about that. I'm sorry.
Scott, do you know about that? TCB?
Scott, do you know about that?
Sorry. Yes. That's a test, man. They want to get the system out there and they're testing things right now, just like they're testing things when they did close all them fucking Walmarts down and shit because they're going to be using them as fucking FEMA centers.
Oh my
God!
God!
They're preparing for some crazy ass shit.
Hold on. Zeke, I don't know about this. Can you enlighten me? I don't know about this.
Like a couple months ago, people in Hawaii got a notification on their phone saying nuclear bombs are coming, and everyone got freaked out.
Okay, I didn't hear about this. Now, I did get the message that said, this is a test. We all got that. And the news,
we just got it.
My local media came out and said, everyone's going to get a message today on your cell phone saying that we're testing this and testing that. I did not hear about. I'd like to hear about it. So Zeke, the air is yours, man. Welcome to the program. I'd like to hear this. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Like that's all I know. Like you can Google it. Like a couple months ago, people in Hawaii got a notification on their phone saying that.
Okay, what do you know though? Like, what are you telling us?
That's what I'm like. Scott said that. They're trying to wipe out a bunch of people. That could be part of it. Like they're gonna nuke a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are scaring me, man. I don't like.
Come on, Hagy.
I don't like this.
Shit.
I don't like this. I don't like it. They're gonna nuke.
Like when Scott said that, it just added up to me.
But when you tell me they're gonna nuke a bunch of people, who is gonna nuke a bunch of people? Who?
Hagy, then ask me why. Ask me why they are building these luxury underground. Like you wouldn't even know you're underground. Like it's crazy. They got movie theaters. They got fucking malls. Like it's crazy. Like they're putting millions and millions of people underground because they're gonna fucking destroy us.
You're scaring me because I'm not ready to go yet, man. And let me ask Zeke a question here. Zeke, I don't know if you're a long time listener. I don't know that. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, I'm a long time listener.
All right, well, good to hear from you. But this is all new to me, and Scott didn't even talk to me about this. Scott tells me everything, and Scott didn't even tell me about this. So
I didn't want to overload you.
Yeah, motherfucker, fuck you, you piece of shit. If you're gonna tell me that they're trying to bring this to me, like, who is doing it? Like, my own government is gonna do this? Zeke, explain more, please. Go ahead.
I think it might be the government.
No, it's more than that. It's the bankers. Anybody who's got billions of dollars. They're all behind it. All of them. They all got to be complicit. Look what happened to Zuckerberg. Okay, he got pulled in front of Congress, and they're like, "What's going on with your with hackers getting into the data and stuff? We're going to start regulating you." Guess what happened? They started changing on the 27th of May. I remember this day very vividly. They changed everything. They had privacy issues. Windows came up with a new update where if people didn't know, most people don't know this, but if you look at the new update Windows gave you, they have access to your fucking camera, to all your files on your computer, to every keystroke that you do on your keyboard, unless you fucking disable it.
That's not new, though. The government been watching. Hang on, Adrian, what? Adrian, hit me with something. Adrian, hit me with something.
Why do you think they took Alex Jones off the air? Because they're preparing,
he knew.
man.
Because he knew. Adrian hit me with something.
So, I don't know which we're kind of just about 3 or 4 different things going on here, but just about the 9/11. I think it wasn't like the American government didn't plan it, but they knew about it. I think so. They were involved.
They didn't know
exactly.
about. They didn't know about Pearl Harbor either. They didn't know about Pearl Harbor.
Yes, they did.
They knew.
The U.S. government didn't know, but there were higher ups that knew it was coming.
They knew it was coming.
They
knew it was coming. They knew.
The president didn't know.
They knew.
The president.
He don't need to know. Okay,
Right.
Bush didn't know about 9/11. He knew it was coming.
Correct. That's why he looked so fucking like, holy shit, my dad.
In the
What
classroom.
the fuck? You
When he
know,
was
because
Go
because he
ahead,
was
go
just
ahead.
like, wow.
All right,
But
go ahead, Adrian. Go ahead.
I just don't get, like, well, two things really. Like, they found the guy's passport on the site. I don't know how that happened.
Fully intact.
After an explosion.
Yeah.
Because he
exactly.
was never
Yeah.
killed. Because he was never killed.
Yeah.
All the people that were involved in 9/11, none of them were involved at all. That's what your government, Adrian. I don't know where you're from, bro. You're not from America. I can tell that. Okay,
Haggy,
Ireland.
they fucking the terrorists, supposed terrorists. Okay, they boarded these planes.
And
they have
their
this
passports
audio
were found
of them hijacking. They landed. They fucking landed in a hangar. There's even proof of this, of these planes all landing. Okay, and then they fucking shot missiles at the fucking Pentagon, at the two trade centers, or sorry, the trade centers got hit first, then the second one, and then the Pentagon, and then that bullshit that happened in the field, which was nothing. That was just a fucking big bomb with scattered
So
bullshit.
you don't believe that?
And they took out American citizens so they could start a war, man. This is what they fucking do, man. It's a false flag attack.
I've said from day one, you need war for the economy. This is very interesting. I'm gonna bring. I kicked everybody out right now because I wanted.
Because how can you bring a masses to war if everything's all hunky dory? Something bad has to happen.
You can't.
Exactly.
You need war for the economy growth.
So now they're pulling these false flags,
let me bring
these
Adrian,
shootings. One sec. They're pulling these false flag shootings.
While I go make my drink, I'm going to bring Adrian back in to talk. Zeke left the program.
Don't mute yourself because it'll mute everything.
I'm not going to. Adrian, you're back. I didn't mean to kick you out. Nothing personal. I wanted to have a discussion, but I want to go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Now.
So go ahead. Let me finish what I was saying. Because so now they're going to bring, these false flag attacks, all these shootings. Which, guys, I'm not saying no one got killed because obviously people got killed, but these are all MK Ultra mind controlled motherfuckers that fucking went in, shut shit up, and they're just like, what the fuck? Like that fucking kid that fucking shot up the school. You watch his interrogation, and he's just like, I don't remember anything. I have no idea. You look at all their history, and they're all connected with this fucking MK Ultra program. It's called Manchurian Candidate. Watch that movie. They have been doing this shit since the fucking 30s, man. Ever since they brought them crazy Nazi motherfuckers over from Germany, they've been fucking mind controlling weak-minded fucking people so they can get the guns out of the Americans' hands. And as soon as they do that, all hell's gonna break loose. Mark my fucking words. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And I sound crazy as shit, but I don't make this shit up. I do a lot of research.
So can I just talk for just a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just want to say I've been listening for a long time. I've been listening since the Hagy family and Trigger days. So I kind of know everybody here. But the thing is, I like you said, Scott. I don't understand how this attack happened and these planes went in, and the passports were found on the ground outside, perfectly intact.
The CIA, man, is a very, very corrupt system, man. All the people that are involved in Kennedy still fucking involved in all this bullshit, okay? They probably went to fucking Bin Laden and said, let's fucking pretend a fucking terrorist attack on the country, and then they fucking completely turned on Bin Laden. Same way they did Saddam Hussein. They were all buddies back in the 80s, and all of a sudden, we're all fucking enemies now. Are you kidding me, man? This was a setup. The Americans set all these guys up and went to war with them. Used their people to make it look like a fucking attack.
I'm not sure about that, but were you saying, maybe I misheard you, but were you saying that the planes didn't crash into the buildings or something?
Yeah, I'll send you a video, and you'll see for yourself. All these different newscasts, like CNN, Fox, NBC, they all have different shots of the World Trade Center getting hit from different looking planes, all right, and different times of days, And yeah, but different times of days with the sun's not even there. It looked like it was raining when it was sunny out. Like this one video that I watched, I am convinced that no planes ever hit that fucking thing. It was fucking missiles.
But I think the overwhelming evidence of the different angles and the amount of like people who saw it like with their own eyes, do you know what I mean?
All the people that saw it have been proven to be part of the whole fucking thing, man.
But the people,
they're fucking crisis actors, man. Just like what they have in fucking all the shootings. You're telling me that the dude that fucking almost got killed in Las Vegas was in the same motherfucking shooting that happened in that fucking country bar? You know why they're attacking the country people? Because those are the motherfuckers that want the guns. Those are the people that have guns. They want to get the guns out of the hands of the people so they can fucking take it over completely.
There's more guns in the country than there is in the city. I can tell you that.
No, I'm not talking about New York. I'm saying in general. This is why they're doing all this false flag bullshit.
Even in Ireland, like I know myself, like there's more guns in the country than in the city.
Yeah, but look what's happening to Ireland, man. Like you guys are still fighting for the rights to be a different, part of the. Yeah, like it's fuck. Yeah, exactly. It's all been fucking. It's backed up to fucking back in the day when there was fucking buddy who got shot in the head by that. What was that guy's name? That shot the dude in Abraham Lincoln. They shot Abraham Lincoln in the head. That was all planned. And ever since then, man, they've had control. And then Kennedy came in. They didn't expect Kennedy to win. He won, and yeah, they didn't like what he was going to do. He wanted the Federal Reserve gone. He wanted equality. Everybody has equality, which I totally agree. The South racist motherfuckers hated that shit. The oil tycoons, they were going to get totally fucked over by Kennedy. Bush had a fucking company, an oil company in this, and it was huge. And that was going to get taken out. And so they were like, hey, Bush, if you want to be a president, this is what we need to do. Bush was part of the CIA. He had the contacts to get everything done. His father had contacts. They were in with the mob. Like, guys, it's so fucking connected. Like, it's not just, let's blame it on Oswald. Like, there was the CIA, the fucking part of the U.S. government, the fucking military, the mob, the fucking Israeli and Mossad. Like, they were all connected. They were all in part of it because they all had something to gain from it. Even the fucking Cubans, they were pissed off about Bay of Pigs. All connected.
There's almost too many conspiracies though, and I think it's like a rabbit hole. You know what I mean? You start watching one about this thing, and then
the grassy and all shot wasn't what killed JFK. You know where JFK actually really got killed? And no one even brings this shit up. All right? It was from this fucking Israeli, like CIA Assad or Mossad, is that what they're called? Mossad? Lucien Sarti. Look up Lucien Sarti. He's the one that took the headshot. He was in a fucking drain.
Was the road there? Was that guy Lee Harvey Oswald? Was he not arrested for it though?
He was set up, dude. They had him. They had him pegged from the beginning. No, but they had him pegged from the beginning. They were looking for some fanatical guy who was, the full right, the full right, like against, full left. Yeah, left. He was claiming he was communist, but they already knew who he was because he was part of, he was an agent. Like, he was undercover. Like, he seriously thought that he was doing good. That's why he was bouncing back and forth from being a Marxist to being an American. And that's why he went to Russia and he defected and then he came back because they wanted to have this history of this fucking guy looking crazy as fuck, right? They put him in the Texas building, the Texas depository, the book place where apparently he shot Kennedy 3 shots. Okay. But what happened was they put him in there. This was all calculated. And then they hired a fucking 6-man hit team, which consisted of the mob, the CIA, the Mossad. All right, because Kennedy was not going to get out of there alive, even if he did not get shot at that fucking particular point in time. They were going to take him out they were gonna they had fucking places set up on the way to, even at the luncheon. Like, people don't understand how fucking far this goes.
Maybe like I'm not that sure about this. I've seen one or two documentaries, but was it not proven that he shot Kennedy, or was it not footage of? Maybe there wasn't footage, but I thought it was pretty proven that he shot your man Kennedy.
Proven how though? Because his palm print was on the gun.
Yeah, I don't really know that much about it, but I thought it was pretty like stone solid, like he killed him.
Well, have you ever watched the Kennedy shooting, like the actual headshot where Kennedy's fucking head, the back of his head explodes? That's because he took a frontal shot, and you know why his head exploded? Because they put mercury in the bullet, and it fucking, as soon as mercury hit the head, it just fucking blew him up. All right.
I've seen like the Joe Rogan podcast where he talked about the whole thing.
let's say let's just play your angle, okay? So Oswald killed Kennedy, okay? Right. So Oswald killed Kennedy. Then why did they take an hour when they brought him back to Washington? They moved him out of the casket and put him into a military transport casket. They altered his head to make it look like he got shot from behind, which really he got shot from the front. It's because it was a conspiracy. And I'm not saying that Oswald wasn't complicit in part of this. I have no idea. Maybe he was one of the fucking shooters. I have no clue.
Yeah,
no one knows, you know? But I'm telling you right now, there was more than fucking 3 shooters at that fucking place. There definitely was.
I thought it was like literally because obviously I'm Irish and I don't really know much about American history.
Yeah.
I have a fair idea, but I always thought it was pretty stone solid that he killed him. But like I was saying, like this thing is like even like there's so many conspiracies. It's like a wormhole.
Like the mob is involved because they fucking got Jack Ruby on the payroll. So as soon as they realized, oh shit, Oswald didn't die, because they thought what was going to happen was the cops were going to go up there, shoot Oswald, find him, book depository, and be done with it. But Oswald got away.
Oswald wasn't supposed to even be included. Like, Oswald knew what was happening, but he didn't want to believe it. And then when it went down, he was like, "Oh my god, let me get
the
fuck out of here."
No, what? There's another storyline where Oswald was there to try and stop things.
I don't believe he was trying to stop shit. Oswald,
I heard he was just fucking mental.
Well,
that's what you see. Because how? Okay, you want to know what's funny? Okay, so the time zone difference in New Zealand, all right, to the States, what is that, like 24 hours? Like, what's the time zone difference? Anyways, so there was a guy over there who actually was supposed to be in charge of JFK's actual, the route, how many Secret Service, if they needed military there type thing, right? But he was all of a sudden sent to New Zealand on some shit job, right? When he came back to the States, when he was on his way back to the States, they already had newspaper clippings of Oswald being the shooter and this and that, and that wasn't even fucking told in the States yet.
I think the plan
it wasn't even on record yet. They already knew who Oswald was.
I think
everything.
The plan was they went to Oswald and they said,
"You're the shooter.
We're gonna do this and do that," and Oswald said, "I don't want no part of that," and that's why he became the number one patsy, because he didn't want no part of it. So
they probably put it on him.
Yeah, and so when the shit went down, Oswald was doing his job, and he's like, "Oh my god, they fucking did it, and they're gonna set me up," and that's why he ran. Now, did he kill a police officer? Fuck no. He ran, and then they went and got him. And who set him up was Jack Ruby. And what happened to Jack Ruby? Oh, he died in prison. Bullshit.
He died right away.
The CIA killed him too.
Hey, go take a look. Do me a favor. Go take a look at a picture of J.D. Tippit. Okay, go put in Officer Tippit or Officer Tippit in Google. All right, and tell me who the fuck that looks like.
Yeah,
wasn't Oswald shot on telly?
You know why they moved the bodies? Because they put J.D. Tippit's body. They took JFK's body out and put J.D. Tippit in there to make because JD Tippett got shot in the front in the back of the head.
The problem is
He looks just like JFK.
If you think Oswald did this shit by himself,
No,
you're
I don't think he
fucked
did.
up. I don't think you do. I don't, but a lot of people do. And if you do, you're wrong. You're wrong. Oswald, there's no way in hell he did this. There's no way.
Wasn't he shot on TV or something?
Yeah, he was killed.
Yeah, by
on
Jack
TV.
Ruby.
By Jack
who was
Ruby,
a part of the mob.
who set it
I've seen
all
it.
up. And see,
Who
and then-
went
and
back
then-
to Giancana,
and
who
then-
pissed off Kennedy.
Who are we talking to here? Who the fuck are we talking to? I got
Adrian.
Oh,
Adrian.
Okay, yeah, he was killed, and then Jack Ruby was killed too, and then quote unquote he died in prison. No, he died because he knew too much.
Jack Ruby died of cancer because that ferry guy that Oswald was in cahoots with in Louisiana, who was making some kind of cancer, like fast cancer thing with rats. They were trying to infest it with Castro and kill him. Like, dude, you got seriously look it up, man. Actually, you know what? Watch JFK. Watch JFK, the movie JFK, and you'll be like, holy shit.
It's
a lot
so
of people, and a lot of people
crazy.
be like, "Oh, Scott's talking out his ass." No, everything he's saying is fucking true, man. And it's fucking.
So, Adrian, let me ask you a question. Okay, so if JFK lived, okay, what do you think would not have happened in our history? If you know American history, what do you think would not have happened?
Well, see, he's not. I don't think he's from America, man.
I'm a fucking Irish bastard.
Okay, so the war in Vietnam, would have never happened. Okay, JFK wanted to disband the CIA. All right, he fired two generals in the army.
The Cold War II. The Cold War.
The Cold War would have never happened because he wanted to make a deal with Khrushchev and say we're not going to have a race to space. They were not going to do that. So who would be beneficial from that? NASA.
And why did we go to
NASA
space?
is involved with what? The Illuminati. The fucking Masons.
Why did we go to space, though? Why did we go to space, Scott? Why did we go to space?
It's a space race.
Let me talk, guys. Let me talk. And I only want to, nothing against you, Adrian, but I only want to hear from Scott. Scott, why did we beat everybody to the moon, Scott? Why did we beat everyone to the moon? I just want to hear your opinion, Scott. Because you know what?
Because
hold on now. I love, dude, the shit you send me, the shit we talk about off the air. Why did we want to go to the moon, Scott?
Oh, god damn, you haven't even heard. We'll talk about some cloning centers, for fuck's sake.
We're going to save that. All right. So,
oh, god.
Why did we go to the moon? Is because we were scared of the Russians. The Russians
Americans want to prove superiority. They want to be number fucking one.
But the Russians put the first satellite up in space, and we were so scared of that because the Russians put a satellite in space that was orbiting the Earth, 7 or 8 times.
Which was called Sputnik.
Sputnik, yeah.
Sputnik.
Why were you guys scared of the Russians, though?
I'll tell you why.
Because they were apparently going to arm.
Because the Russians put Sputnik in space, and it circled the Earth 7 or 8 times a day. And we thought that they had this thing armed that it could attack
called
us.
Star Wars.
So what we did is we upped them. Well, you know what? You guys put a satellite in space that 7 or 8 times a day circled us. So you know what? We're going to go to the moon. So
which they never could do because it never happened.
So we faked the moon landing, which made Russia back off. Russia was like, oh my God, they have the technology to go to the moon, which means our little satellite is bullshit. So we came up with this fucking plan. If we go to the moon, it'll scare off the Russians. And that's what we did. And it worked. It worked. Scott, did it work, Scott?
Not since then. No one's ever been able to go to the moon.
And we had technology. We had technology 55 years ago. We had technology to go to the moon. Why don't we do it now? Because we never did. We didn't have the technology then. We don't have the technology now. We can't go to the moon. This thing.
No, I think they actually once. I think they did actually go once. I really do.
We didn't.
From the Oswald. From the Oswald, not. What's that? Roswell. Why do you keep calling it Oswald?
You know the original, say, when they supposedly went to the moon? Like, I don't get how they could fucking stream from the moon, but they can't stream a fucking
I
YouTube
brought that
video
up the
without
other
it
day.
lagging.
Yeah.
Fucking bollocks.
You know what, man? I got. All right, Adrian. I want to thank you for joining the program because I'm getting ready to get the fuck out of here.
Can I just
Tomorrow,
say
no,
one thing?
hold up. We're gonna continue this tomorrow night because this was a test stream and everything went as perfect as planned. But there's so much I want to say. There's so much that we got to get into, and I want T to fix this fucking potato. And we're going to continue this tomorrow. But, Adrian, I want to thank you for joining the program, brother. Love you, man. Thank you for coming in. And I see in the chat a lot of donations, man. We got Forza, Jonathan. There's a lot of donations in the chat that we missed. And believe me, it doesn't go unnoticed, man. I appreciate every one of them. But this is why that I've loved talking to Scott from the get-go. Because Scott just, he don't talk shit. He does his research. T has been having mic problems all fucking night, but tomorrow we're gonna finish this fucking conversation because this is just.
Hold on, hey, hold on, one sec, hold on, Johnson.
No, we're done. I want to keep everybody in.
Are you gonna go underneath your covers now and be like shivering?
No. I want to keep everybody like, oh, I want everyone to listen tomorrow. We're not going to, I want everybody like, oh, I got to hear tomorrow now so we can see what's happening. Nope, we're done. But
okay, but here's,
go ahead.
It sounds all half-cocked, guys, like I know, man, but this is why I said to Hagy, I'm like, let's get some video clips, all right?
No, Scott,
you know, and show them.
No, that's tomorrow.
No, I'm saying in the future.
Yeah,
in the future. So I can back up this shit. I'm going to put the link of the video I watched that proves no fucking planes ever hit.
Tomorrow we're going to watch the videos together, man. Don't ruin it tonight. Tomorrow,
all right,
we're going to watch the videos. I got an interview from the guy that was abducted by aliens. We're going to watch that tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a whole fucking different. And if T can fix his shit.
But I Am Brandon wants to counter argue these theories right now.
That's fine. No, that's tomorrow. I'm sorry, man. And look, that's
be passionate tomorrow.
That's my ghost hunter buddy. I Am Brandon can go fuck himself with his beat ass rims. When he buys rims that can compete with me, he can talk. But no, I'm just fucking around. That's tomorrow, man. I want to bring the whole thing tomorrow. We're gonna play the videos, whereas I want to watch the videos with the audience, so that way they can see what we see. So they can be like, well, Jeff, you're wrong. Scott, you're wrong. I want to do that tomorrow. I'm not doing it right now. But this tonight, it worked out great, Scott. Scott, am I wrong, Scott? It didn't work out great, man?
Yeah, but it was a bit of a rambling mess because we went from one thing to another. You know like Jonathan's asking, did JFK have a body double? Yeah, his name was J.D. Tippett. Officer J.D. Tippett, remember that.
But they enjoyed it, man. They enjoyed it. So, anyway, look, man, tomorrow night is going to be a whole awesome fucking show, man. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be fucking kick-ass. And like Seinfeld said, always go out at the top. So,
but one sec, can I just ask everybody who thinks I'm fucking crazy, press 1. If no one believes me, press 1.
You are crazy though. I'm gonna press.
If you think I'm making it all up and just fucking
I'm
press
gonna press 1 myself. You're not making shit up, dude. You're not making shit up. You're my boy, but dude.
Clark, I Am Brandon. Man. I want to hear what I Am Brandon has.
Nope,
Adrian, really?
No.
Adrian, how can you even debate American history when you didn't even know that? You haven't even seen the JFK shooting video.
Tomorrow's gonna be a whole nother story, man, and I'm ending it, man. I'm gonna.
Oh my God! Listen, look at all these ones. They all think I'm just nuts.
Scott,
Scott. T's just being quiet.
Scott, no T's mic is fucked up. But Scott, this is why I brought you on, man. It's not because you're nuts. It's not because you're insane. It's because you think like I think. It's because you think like I think. Listen, you can get upset all you want, man. You can get upset all you want, but the bottom line is, man, we're gonna continue it tomorrow. just how it's gonna be, man. Just how it's gonna
So,
fucking be.
Haggy, can you do me a favor? Can you tell your viewers to do some research
Visit
for
the
tomorrow's show? I'll even put links up. You guys can watch them.
Yeah,
The same shit
no
that
problem
convinced
whatsoever,
me.
Senior Life Health and Wellness
You know?
Center
There's
and
no
see
problem
how Senior
whatsoever,
Life
man.
coordinates all.
I'm just saying, man. It's what it is tomorrow is gonna be a whole another thing, man. And I wanna tell all you guys that I appreciate you being here, and I'm glad to have Scott back on the program. T was having mic problems, and he still is. Whatever. Tomorrow it'll all be situated. What the fuck was that, Scott?
What was what?
You know what, Scott? I'm about sick of your shit. I'm about to fuck you up. No, I'm just kidding. But listen, man, that's it for tonight, guys. Tomorrow
You got way too drunk too quick.
Who did?
Don't pay attention to the pee.
He's pissing. Hey, we'll see you guys tomorrow, man. I'm Hydro. Scott's taking a fucking piss, man. Listen, man. There's so much more we want to talk about, man.
You can't get all fucking engaged in a debate and be like, oh, fuck, I'm too drunk. Let's keep tomorrow.
He's mad now.
Because I have people wanting to debate me, and this is where it gets fun.
Are you mad, bro?
I want to debate,
Are
yes.
you mad, bro?
I'm not mad, I'm just frustrated.
You're a big bitch on internet, man. You're a big bitch on internet. Scott,
Oh, man.
save it for tomorrow, man. Save it.
Okay,
You
well,
can't
by
put
tomorrow,
everything
y'all.
into one show.
Alright, guys, okay, so I'm gonna get the videos together of all the fucking claims
it.
that I've made.
Do it. Please do
Alright, and
it.
we'll watch them, and then you guys will be like, okay, I see where he's coming from. He
Let's
ain't
watch
fucking
them all together.
crazy.
Let's watch them all together.
Then you gotta get up with Sammy and make sure your computer can do that. I think it can.
It already can, dude.
Alright.
Scott, love you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Love you too,
I'm
buddy.
sorry. T had potato problems, man. Maybe T can fix that by tomorrow. But look, thanks for all joining Conspiracy Theory, man. Conspiracy Theory, bitch. Look, we don't know what's going on in the fucking world. We don't know. But we're here to open your fucking eyes, man. Let you guys know. The government tells you ain't always the way it is, man. Fake news, bro. Fake news. And listen, if I disappear, if Scott disappears, if T disappears, we were murdered.
Exactly. I'm gonna have shirts made that say, I did not commit suicide, I was murdered.
That's another thing, man. One of us turns up missing. They got to us, man. They got to us.
If Scott was found hanging in the fucking bedroom with a fucking crack pipe in his fucking teeth, I was murdered.
Me too, man. And I'm sure T feels the same way. If they got to us, they got to us. The Illuminati, man. They're watching you, they're watching me, they're watching Scott, they're watching T, man. Listen, guys, all y'all that joined us tonight, man, I appreciate it. And we'll see you all tomorrow night. And we'll bring more in. We'll bring more callers in, man. But listen, if y'all never hear from any of us before, again, then they got us, man. They got us.
There's so many people in this chat that think JFK was shot by Oswald. What?
Oswald didn't kill nobody.
Oh man, not at all.
We'll see you all next time, tomorrow night, same time. Scott, T, love you,
Yeah.
bro.
Poor
See
T.
you all, man.
Poor T. Alright, guys. Love you guys. Bye.
I'm Hydro. I'm signing out, man.
I'm TCB.
I'm signing out. TCB in this motherfucker. And that sound is just what's up, man. It's what's up. I'm signing out, man. I'm signing out. Dinner time. But hey, you want to talk conspiracy?
Everywhere hovers is on the grassy knoll. I just want you guys to know that.
As for Scott, TCB, T from Channel 1, man, we're signing off. We appreciate y'all.